We're back on the Victrola 9, and I'm going to talk about the spring barrels and the pin that was bent on the spindle shaft that goes through the spring barrels, and a few things that have to be done. This is how clean your spring barrel has to be after cleaning. And you can see where it's the spring and the acid is worn off, the nickel plating here. On this, the rust that was in here, I came in with a wire brush on my Dremel and I ground it all out like this. Then I came back with 320 sandpaper and WD-40 and sanded all this back down smooth. And then what I also did was this right here, I took my chamfering tool and I just chamfered that a little. And then on this edge here, I just did a little chamfer and everything is good.
Why do you do that?
There's usually a burr stuck in here. When the shaft goes in, like that, you'll get a little burr on the inside where they drilled it. They didn't deburr it. The other problem is, on the lathe, I'll do this here. You can do this at home on your drill. I came in with 320 sandpaper and then I cleaned it off with 600. So I polished this out, running sandpaper 320 on here, and then I came back in with 600. But I also,
And that's the spindle shaft or something?
that's the spindle shaft. I polished this part out right here because this runs against the spring barrel and that'll cause it to bind down. And I also, while it was running, I came in, you can do it with a 320 or a file. I came in and I just cleaned this edge up a little so it was rounded and smooth, and I did the same thing here. Then I cleaned all this off with 320, then the 600. And then I cleaned this off. So you say, why do I have wear mark here? You see we have a wear mark? The grooves. Those grooves are caused by where they put this shaft in and pinned it into the machine here. So I cleaned this side down so this comes in like that and it wears against here. So what you do on assembly is we'll put a big bunch of STP right here to help that run smoother when this goes in. And you can see I polished that end out, that side, polished this side out. Then the other thing happens is we had the pin with this gear we had to take off. And we go, okay, we have to fix that. This is the original pin that's bent. And on Victor's, this pin changes sizes a little. It might be a number 40, it might be a number 42, it might be a 43 drill size pin. But you can see how this has been bent. That can't happen because the pin goes through here. We have a washer. We
Can't
put the,
happen?
we can't have it. We can't have a bent pin because when this sticks through, a washer comes down, that pin goes through here, and it aligns with this slot on this gear, which goes on this way, and this all has to connect. So what I do is I took a number 43 drill. This is the one I'm using because I measured this. And I go, okay, let's get to cowboy. I go, it's a 93. Okay, well, 43 will fit. So I took my number 43 drill, set it up on here, got this parallel to the hole, and we just drill it out like that. Now what we do, we make sure that the drill will fit into the slot like this, and it does. So this will go in here like that. We'll measure the width, which will probably be about like that. Then we'll go over to the grinder. I'll grind this off, trim this down to size, put everything together, and we sacrifice a number 43 drill. And that's how you prep a Victor spring barrel. And that's my tip for the day.